Well, what Matt thinks Justin should do at this point is to, first of all, he's got to go through the criminal justice process and basically own the consequences for his actions with the legal system. That's the first thing. The second thing, though, is that he has an amazing platform. He can be a very powerful role model for others who need to be told that getting behind the wheel when you've been drinking or using substances is never okay. He made a mistake. He made a bad decision, and no one else should do that. And he can send a very powerful message to so many people that this is not the kind of behavior that is either legal or appropriate, and certainly can put himself and could have put himself and others at risk. And it is something that we have to get rid of in this country. We need to bring impaired driving to zero in this country, and that's what Matt is all about. Well, Matt would be very disappointed if Justin didn't realize that this moment of his poor judgment and his mistake could be a moment that could pivot the behavior of so many tens and tens of thousands of people if he doesn't use his platform in a way that he has the opportunity to do so now. And so one of the things that we would like to see in Mad is for him to realize that out of these kinds of judgments and out of these kinds of this kind of behavior, he has an opportunity to really influence so many people who could make that same decision to get behind the wheel after they've been drinking and using substances. And based on his message, might decide to make a different decision, might decide to get a designated driver, might decide to use rideshare or take an Uber. And that's the kind of behavior we want to see change. He has an opportunity to change behavior for so many people who, in a snap moment, could make a snap decision that could actually save many lives. And we hope he will see that there's an opportunity out of what he's going through to make a big change in other people's lives. Well, at MAD, we believe that no celebrity should be immune from having to face the full consequences of their actions. And that includes Justin, and that includes anybody. Celebrity should not excuse you from having to own up to an illegal action. If that is the outcome of the entire legal process here, based on all the evidence that has been reported publicly, it does seem clear that he was impaired. And because he was impaired and because he was driving, he needs to own up to those consequences and pay whatever he should in terms of restitution in this process. One of the things that we would feel very strongly about, and we work a lot with victims and survivors, helping them and guiding them through the criminal justice process with their own cases, is that we are too often disappointed that far too often people get off without having to really bear the full ownership of their actions. And it's just simply not acceptable, whether it's an everyday person or whether it's a celebrity. So we believe very strongly that the legal system should work its way through, the process should work the way it should, and that Justin should be held accountable for his actions at the same level that anyone else would in this case.